Hey there, Pisces. How you feeling? How's it going? We are talking what it is or who it is you must release in order to catch that next blessing, which is most likely waiting on you, just chilling in the cut. Keep in mind, Pisces, this message ain't for everybody, and that's okay. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate at all, leave it. It's all right. Also, if you do like what you hear, if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So let's get into it, Pisces. All right. We have Page of Pentacles. This is what you must release. Queen of Wands. The Devil. Listen, I pre-shuffled this deck. It makes no sense. But this is the same spread that came up for Scorpio. Like, but it was a different card at the bottom of the deck. Let me find out the water signs are having, some of the same issues here as we are getting well into Cancer season. But yeah, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Devil. This is about um being stubborn and complacent with with the accomplishments that you have, with where you are. You're very confident in your skills and what you do, and you have reached the pinnacle. And what is right here is an opportunity. And although you want more, there's more out there for you. You are more concerned with being the Queen of Wands, being the queen of being that girl, as my niece would say, auntie. And I know y'all probably don't say that shit anymore, but anyway, it's like um being that person, whether you identify as masculine, feminine, um, anywhere in between, anywhere outside of the binary system. Um, we have the Queen of Wands here, who is very confident. She knows what she knows, what she knows. Nobody can tell her anything. She has that energy because she is a clear thinker. But when it's paired with the devil, she is somebody who is stubborn as shit. Like, she does not want to yield. She does not want to start over. She does not want to come outside of her comfort zone. She ain't trying to come off this throne to learn something new that may give her exactly not what she wants, but more than what she needs. But it requires you, either in business, personally, or professionally, to learn something new. It requires you to move beyond what you already know. A lot of times, this may even mean actually moving. And again, it's uncanny how this came out, because I shuffled for a good 2 minutes. Creepy, but not really. It's one of those things where hmm, some of you Pisces may live in a mountainous area or with mountains around you, and you may end up going to an area that's more flat, not necessarily like flat, like middle America. like Illinois, you know, like flat. Maybe there are some like hills. um, yeah, it's basically going to be an area that's less mountainous. Definitely have terrain, but not mountainous. Um, and definitely abundant with trees. Uh, the, some of you may be moving to a space where it's more metropolitan. Um, and I call them little trees because I'm from a rural area in the South. And we have, you know, they're not redwoods or anything, but we got trees, you know, trees that oaks that get big as fuck and like tall. And when I moved, I used to live in a more metropolitan area. Um, in another state, and they had these little trees. There was absolutely no shade, and the area was more flat because I was in middle America. Like these little baby trees. And it's like it got hot, and it's no, there was no shade, no shade, just sky. And that's what I'm talking about. Some of y'all may end up in a more metropolitan area where they have the little trees, but it is an opportunity again, you know, that the divine is providing, that is sending you to learn more. And maybe it's, you know, you have to go and take a class. For some of y'all, it's where you have to go get a training just to elevate your business, to elevate your professional life. It's not even something that's permanent. Yeah, it just requires you to be away for a while where you have to learn something new. Yes, it's very uncomfortable because that's the point, to take you out of your comfort zone, right? Let's see. What is it, Spirit, when Pisces comes up out their comfort zone? What blessing will they catch? Oop, there we go. Fool came out. Judgment. Strength. Oh, wow. 3 out of 3 major arcana. This is life changing. This opportunity, this blessing, when you step out of your comfort zone, it's going to change your life. Oh, Ace of Cups. Let's talk about this Ace of Cups. We talking about emotional fulfillment. We're talking about mental fulfillment. We talking about overflow. This is not something that is just, you know, here, let me give you this cup. Let me here, drink from this chalice, sir. You know, ma'am, person, please drink from this chalice. No, no, no. This is a gift from the universe. This is a gift from, you know, God, Mother Goddess, Father God. This is a gift from your ancestors. This is a gift from the divine that offers more than you can ever dream of. So don't you limit them to your whack ass dreams. Let me stop. Don't limit them to your dreams because we dream small. We think our dreams are big, but they think our dreams are cute. It's just a starting point, you know? But let's get back to your spread here. Ace of Cups. When you step out on faith, you make the call to make this move. A lot of you are going to have people who follow you. A lot of you already have um, employees, and they are just going to follow your lead. It's going to make them want to learn more, they're going to have to learn what you learn, but it's going to take them, some of them, even further beyond their wildest dreams. It goes back to, you can give a person fish or you could teach them how to fish. It's that kind of situation where you, because you taught them how to fish, they're not just enhancing their lives, they're enhancing the lives of their family. This is a divine choice that you definitely have to make. You know, it's a divine, I already said it's a divine opportunity, but you have the capability, you have beyond the capability to and capacity to do this. This will put you, if you have been feeling um, depleted of energy, you've been, even though you don't want to make this move, you don't want to come out of your comfort zone, you're tired. So if you've been feeling depleted of energy, this is actually an opportunity to put you in overflow, where you don't have to work from giving of yourself on fumes. Some of you just have to not just, step out on faith, but also exercise courage to do it, because it does take courage to come out of your comfort zone. It really does. It really does. And this is a call for a lot of you. This is a calling. You are being called, and you are like being stubborn and ignoring it. You are being called. For a lot of you, this is a calling to actually walk away from whatever it is you mastered to begin something new. And what I'm getting is that it's actually a calling for many of you to walk away from the um, the things that you have known and have learned. It's the things that you now must unlearn. It's more like a spiritual walk. This is a spiritual journey that you have to step out on, because the trumpet is sounding. Like, it's been sounding for a while, and you've been like strong holding. My right hand is itching now. You've been strong holding, like, nah, no, 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 I don't want to do it. No, like, it's time to answer the call. You are stepping out to answer this call. But what is on the other side is more than you can ever dream. Like, some of y'all, maybe you are loners and you're actually being called to lead spiritually, lead as in starting your own business and having your own employees. Like, you've learned the system. Now it's time for you to work it in your way. Why would you stay? And this is just an example that Spirit has given me. Why would you stay at a car wash center washing cars when you already know the technique? You got the ability to start your own. Like, yeah, it might mean that you have to start from scratch, but there are certain people who come to you because of how you do it, and wherever you go, they will follow you. So go ahead and get you some cards made up. If you don't want to have that expense, there are apps out there where you can get some business cards and have a QR code up there and let those people scan your QR code so they can call you directly. Because what I'm getting is that, like, using this example, thank you, Spirit, is that why would you continue to work at this stationary uh, car wash when you have the idea to have a mobile detailing company? Why would you do that? Yeah, it does require you to, uh, have a budget, price um, accordingly, but you can learn damn near everything on what you're watching right now, the YouTubes, University of YouTube. Um, yeah, because what I see, what I'm seeing is like this is you, the angel. Who's that? Gabriel? Yeah, don't get me to line, y'all. Yeah, okay. The angel Gabriel. I hope that is the right one. I apologize, angel, Archangel Gabriel. I sounded a trumpet, and that is you in the middle. That's you. For a lot of you, it means, starting your own business. A lot of you, it means you're starting a spiritual walk. And you are going to have followers. And also, wherever you are, whichever applies to you, even if it means that you are stepping into a more management position, you'll have people working under you, you'll have direct employees. You are also going to have folks who will oppose you. But the call is here. No, it's not an easy journey. No, 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 no. If it was, everybody would be called. But this is your journey. You know how I said, for some of y'all, you live in a mountains area, and it will require you to leave a mountainous area. For some of y'all, it's gonna be the complete opposite, where you're leaving a very abundant area and going to like a more, like, I think about Arizona, where it's like deserty, it's dry and arid, but it's mountainous. So it's not like a lush mountainous like in Washington State or in Canada, or in the Appalachian, but or Appalachia is more of like a New Mexico, um, yeah, Arizona type feel, or it's more dry heat as opposed to humid. But it's going to be a long, winding road of learning and growing, a beautiful journey. It's going to have its challenges, but you, Pisces placements, are strong and intuitive. You have a very strong connection to the divine, to the universe. Are you going to answer the call? What's the final message, please, for Pisces placements for the release to catch reading? Okay. Instrument. At the bottom of the deck, it says self expression, speaking truth. The number 21 or the number 3 may be important to you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have raccoon, persevere, perseverance, curiosity. Yeah, aren't you curious? Aren't you curious about where it's gonna take you? And once you get on that, you're gonna strength and persevere. You know, the raccoon is a smart ass animal though. Look at it. You know, raccoons, we talk about how they're pests, but they are smart as fuck. They find ways to get into things that we as humans try to keep them out of, but they have opposable thumbs, right? So they can they can lift shit and like do 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 like you thought you did something, but you ain't do shit. You are, and they persevere, they work at it, they figure it out, and you have that same ability wherever, you know, somebody or something has tried to keep you out of. There was always another way for you to get to where you need, where you go, and once you got there, Queen of Wands can't tell you shit. Confident, optimistic, you know, virtuous. But you are being called to use your instrument. You are being called to, for a lot of you, speak truth. A lot of you are going to be on the call, the path to light work, you know, and you know that. A lot of you are being called to leave the mundane 9 to 5 to express yourself, to express um, what you have suppressed or hidden from others. Either way, you are being called, whether it is in your business, professionally, personally, you are being called to speak the truth, your truth. Yep. Again, let me show you this. I'm going to just leave this here. I'm going to tell y'all, go on. Y'all got a decision to make, whatever you decide to do. I hope it leads you wherever it is you are meant to be on your journey. And yeah, I don't want y'all to think that I am judging you, because I'm not. I have been there. I've been on the road. I've ignored callings and I got drugged. But that's another story for another YouTube video. But be safe. Going on now. I wish y'all well. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to Pisces. Bye.